Hey, what's up? What's good, Ted?
Not much, man. It's
Told you I was
what was
gonna.
up?
Yeah, I told you I was gonna call you back. I was like half asleep when you first called me. I was like, well, call me this early in the morning.
Yeah, I didn't realize the time zone. I apologize for that.
Nah, man, it's all good. I mean, Brian has a tendency to just call himself like, cause he's like an hour ahead of me, and sometimes he calls me
Oh,
really
okay.
early. Yeah, but
So what's good, man? What's going on?
um, not too much right now today. I just been trying to get certain things off of the ground. I don't know if Brian had that discussion with you.
Oh yeah. He said he's playing some with you and stuff like that, y'all. So
Yeah.
talked to him last night. Like half asleep.
Oh yeah, really?
I was yeah. I was also too. I was drinking like beer and stuff and wine and I was getting tired. You know, talked like for an hour. And I told Brian, I said, look, I gotta go to bed because I just got off work today.
Right.
I didn't just say, hey man, it's time to wrap it up.
Mm-hmm. I definitely feel you. Yeah, we typically chop it up for like I'll say 3 to 4 hours, sometimes five. Like it just
Yeah, I did that too. I did that too. We chopped it up, man. We chopped it up. We talked a lot of topics, a lot.
yeah, because honestly,
The
I'm
state of the black community.
say that
What
again.
they call it, community. I said the state of the black community.
Speaking of which, yeah, cause I'm trying to branch off of YouTube. I'm not gonna stick around there too much longer,
Yeah,
and especially because all that little censorship that they pulling down. That's why.
yeah. Even Dick Carroll, he got to like give a prelude. If you want the full, you know, if you want the real deal, you gotta go down his rabbit hole.
We gonna discuss the meat of this video. Yeah, yeah, I know. I
Like
mean,
just give an overlay. Yeah, you can give an overlay what's going on. I say, what the real content, you gotta go to this website. So they can't even censor that.
right.
Yeah, that's what Brun's doing right now. He's gonna ship all his videos.
I know.
Have you heard of the
I,
Black Avengers?
yeah, I know about all that stuff.
That's what we all going down. I said, hey, if I start a channel on YouTube, it's gonna be like an overview, just show the story or something like that.
Yeah.
If you want the real commentary, I'm gonna go. You gotta go to his website. And you cut loose.
Hmm. Yep. They actually been getting rid of my videos like pretty like they did it like twice in less than 8 months because they did it like in November.
You know why? Because you told the truth. You and Brian told the truth.
Yeah. They claimed it was because it had something to do with a nudity. I had like a 20-second clip, but they have like a video with Cardi B with millions of views, where it's like
Showing
throughout
her
the
ass.
exactly throughout the
And,
entirety of the video. It's like a recent song.
and she admitted that she fucking tricked guys and shit, drugging them shit, had
Mm-hmm.
fucking training sleep. Nothing happened to her. Nothing.
Nothing. Cause she's a damn industry plant. That's why.
Yeah. And also too, um, anything we sing about fucking single mothers, man, you got these emotional fucking sims. But your mama black too. I'm like, oh shit.
That's how I saw the brother Kel or Brian would say. I swear.
Yeah.
uh,
When you say that, yeah, getting all emotional shit.
fuck a simp. They're one of the.
Mm-hmm.
They're one of the biggest detriments to the world. I ain't even gonna just say the so-called black community, just the world at large.
Oh man, simply is all it's out of control, man. Look, I seen it. White guys, Arabs.
Oh, of course. All these little Jewish executives and businessmen, all they do is simp and run down these chicks in the industry, man. Just look at Diana Ross.
Yeah. She's so she was fine back in the day. Now it's like the wall. The walls claiming these women out of droves.
Yep.
And I was talking to a guy. Okay, you know how the Me Too movement is started, right? I mean, it's been going on with all these little sexual allegations, all that type of stuff. That's been going on for fucking centuries.
Mm-hmm.
Let's put that out there.
What did it come out like 2017? Like when did they officially make that move? Like 2017 or last year or something officially?
Yeah, something like that. And it was started by that man. You call it a woman.
You talking about the KRS-One looking chick?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Anyway, but the white women hijacked it.
Of course.
Made it mainstream. Now, she was just going after black men.
Oh
Really
yeah.
going after black men. Yeah. It was designed to go after
You know.
Yeah, designed to go. Hey, well, look at R. Kelly and fucking Bill Cosby right now. Right now.
I already know.
R. Kelly now. It ain't good.
I mean, I'm from Chicago, so all I keep hearing about is this R. Kelly case. I already know what it is.
Man, yeah, he must have got some fucking solid evidence on against him, because if the feds get involved, they talking about indicting the whole squad. I said, oh shit.
I mean, R. Kelly must have made somebody in that industry mad. That's what it is. He's been doing all these nefarious acts towards these younger girls for the longest.
Oh yeah. Look, I already showed Brian I posted up too. Aaliyah was 16.
Oh really?
When she got married.
I thought Aaliyah was 14 when she got married.
16, man.
16? Okay.
Still. I did like 8. Yeah.
Still.
I think he was like 22 or 23 or something like that at the time.
Oh really? I thought he was like 28. She was 16. I thought he was.
Not 20, like 24, something like that. Yeah. Nah. But who's to blame? You already know the answer.
I already know that. I see all these sisters that wanted to get them VIP backseat. They wanted that exclusive from Robert Kelly. I'm talking about them.
Yep. Yeah.
I'm honestly trying to reserve my opinion for a lot of things, especially with the so-called black community. I really just, when I break my silence, that's when I'm really gonna go in. Right now, I'm just gonna keep it cool right now, and I'm gonna say a few things every now and again, which is why I haven't proactively made videos.
Well, actually, I haven't, I've been posting, on Facebook, but as far as like making videos, I'm just gonna I'm doing the same thing too. I'm just laying low. Just
For the time being.
Just gathering information.
Yep.
Storing evidence.
Man, I got a whole document. I got a whole folder just for documents and proof on my external hard drive.
Oh man, it's not hard. I mean, look at the incident up in Disneyland for a
Oh yeah, I've been hearing about that. I don't know too much about the incident though. Just sounded like a bunch of nigga shit, honestly.
Man, yeah, them damn niggly babies. Look, it's the niggly babies. They tearing up two town. Oh,
I try not to
you know
use
the sad
terms.
part, right?
Hmm?
The white woman, you know, the white woman saving the kids from the bullshit. The white woman had to step in and fucking pull the kids away so they don't get hurt.
Hmm.
I said, I'll tell you something, right?
Hmm.
I'll tell you
Not a
something.
good look.
I had to look at the rest of us and shit like, come on.
Well,
And what these white folks thinking now? Oh, man, these black people can't act civilized out in public.
oh hell no. I mean, I was gonna tell you. I mean, even down here in Chicago, they use the term savages as a term of endearment. That's why they say shit like Chirac savages and all this.
Well, man, for one, we y'all married. Female up there coddling and shit. This shit's getting worse. Y'all live in a fucking hellhole, man. I said, bro, I feel more safe in the Brazilian favelas than I do in Chicago.
Damn.
Keep it real. And those guys are maniacs up in the favelas, man.
Sure they are.
Maniacs. I feel safe in there. But they got rules up there and stuff like that. I'm sitting there, you know, doing the tour and stuff like that.
I mean, of course they're gonna set certain parameters, man. Especially for tourist attractions. That's really what they're looking to do in Chicago. That's why Donald Trump wants to bring in all these tanks and all these soldiers and implement martial law because all these little niggas are pretty much fucking up the money going on, or they're trying to amass.
Well, that's what these millionaires, right? Say, hey, you need to get rid of these. You know, we need to clean this section out. You know, it's all about commerce. They just said, where I live at,
Mm.
and the Middle Eastern crime was like skyrocketing.
In the Middle East?
These liberal prop, no, here in Australia, a lot of people didn't know.
Oh, okay.
They had fucking ISIS fucking recruitment center. Where from my work at? Oh yeah. Oh man, if the Trump administration found all that information out, man, whew, goodness, man, it was like kids like this one kid was like he got radicalized or some shit. He went up to a fucking cop station and shot a man point blank in the back of his head.
Oh,
He shot the police accountant.
man.
Yeah. Kid was 16 years old.
And this happened this year, in 2019.
No, it happened like years ago.
Still.
I'll send you a link.
Yeah, definitely do that.
Yeah, you can. Man, if he did that shit in the States, forget about it. It's over. That's a wrap, son. It's over. The fuck Middle East people are fucking finished. Finished. It's like, I'll tell you another story.
Go for it.
Two Lebanese young men orchestrated a gang rape on a white girl.
That's fucked up. I mean, you already heard about the whole situation with ASAP Rocky and the whole thing going on in Sweden, so.
Oh, man, fuck him. Hey, he can go get fucked. He can hold his own nuts. Let him deal with that shit.
The only
He'll be Al Sharpton.
The only reason, well, one of the main reasons why I brought it up, and the only reason why there's a key point is because, well, number one, he's a mainstream artist, and number two, it's finally bringing light to a situation that's been going on for years upon years. I've been hearing about this alone probably since like 2011, 2012, with all these little gang rapes going on from all these Pakistanis and these Arab.
Yeah. Tell me about the whole Irv Gotti thing. You said something about them Caucasian Jews. Them Jews.
Okay. Oh yeah, the Jews that control the fucking hip hop. They control it.
Them
100%.
Rick Rubin ass.
Yeah. Oh well, Rick Rubin, he cashed out. Him and Russell Simmons. Okay, they built the company up, and they cashed out. So they don't have nothing to do. Rick Rubin, he made his money, so he don't give a fuck.
That's Karl Marx
No,
looking at us.
Yeah, he don't give. Yeah, he's out. He never. Matter of fact, he built a company with Russell Simmons, and when he made his money with the Beastie Boys. He
Yeah.
made his money.
Oh,
He
I know.
sold the company. He's out. He made like over $100 million, so he's like, would you give a fuck? Nah, you just go, hey, look, I made my money. I sold the company. I don't have nothing to do with hip hop anymore. He
Yeah.
never heard anything about it since.
That's it.
Russell Simmons did the same thing too. He built up Def Comedy Jam.
Mm-hmm.
He built it up. He sold the Jews. And he made his money. And he's out. So the Jews didn't know. The Jews don't know what to do because
Q did the same thing with World Star Hip Hop.
yeah, World Star Hip Hop said the same thing.
Yeah, but
Built it up. Sold it to the Jews.
mm-hmm. Not to digress though.
Now
'cause
Jews. Yep.
yeah,
Same with BET. Same thing.
yeah, man. Viacom, Sumner Rothstein, yeah. I already know. Or Sumner Redstone, yeah, I already know.
Took it over, and look at the content now. Uplifting black women, shit on black men.
Yeah.
All over it.
Speaking of BET though, yeah. I was talking about Irv Gotti, yeah, like he did a song. He was making a
Okay, go back to Irv Gotti. I'm very sorry. Sorry to digress from that.
yeah.
Irv Gotti,
You're good.
Birdman, okay, everybody, all the big names, right? The producers, right?
Yeah.
They was getting together and start their own distribution company. So in other words, when they make their stuff, they can go to their own distribution thing and keep the money inside black, let's say in the black community. Hey man, but the Jews, when they got wind of that stuff, oh man, they had the FBI investigating Irv Gotti.
Yeah, he was talking about that stuff on Vlad TV too. Speaking of which,
Yeah. Conspiracy or wild, some bullshit charge, right?
mm-hmm.
And Irv, right, with the court, and the prosecutor got some telephone conversation, wiretap conversation. And the lawyer that he had, Irv Gotti's lawyer, right?
Mm-hmm.
He said, look, let him say what let him fucking go do like 2 hours of like conversation, something like that. And Irv was like, prosecutor. I remember those dates. And, I remember that conversation. Yeah. I was talking to my wife. And the judge got fucking pissed off. What?
Mm-hmm.
And he lost it. He totally lost it because, the Feds got like a 95% conviction rate. So when I said, hey, I can't prosecute a guy that's talking to his wife. What's going on? There was nothing to mention about any illegal activities. Anyway, they got thrown out of court. So Irv Gotti won. So, I didn't know the judge was like a real racist. I didn't know, at the time. Anyway, that's the issue out here, Irv Gotti. I'm not a New Yorker, so anyway.
Right.
But, yeah. Also with Jay Prince, right? With him. Now, this is a kick.
Oh, you're from Texas too, anyway, so you could definitely talk about this.
Yeah, I'm from Texas. Yeah. I'm from Texas, yeah. Houston, Texas. So, anyway, the FBI was like, was breaking Jay Prince's balls. you know, crooked. He was crooked age, and he talking about knocking off Jay Prince and stuff like that. But the little that he know, the agent, right?
Mm-hmm.
Jay Prince was recording the whole time. Yeah, video documentation, everything like that. So he went along. Anyway, he went to Washington D.C. to the main headquarters because he couldn't go to the local headquarters.
Mm-hmm.
To the main FBI branch. So when he presented, his evidence, the fucking face was like, oh, fuck.
That's what you gotta do, man. When this is the law. Like when you're dealing with the laws of the land, that's what you gotta do. You gotta make sure that you use their tactics against them on some art of war type of stuff. Like you gotta understand and learn how they think, and then you gotta make a counterattack. Jay Prince was smart to do that. He was really smart to do that.
Anyway, they got that agent. I think they reassigned him or something like that, and that was it. So the guy behind the Breakfast Club, Jewish.
Not a surprise.
All these Jews got control. They got control of everything. Whatever black folks got, the Jews are taking.
You should have seen how Charlamagne. You should have seen how they were trying to get in Leroy Cohen's good graces when he was on the Breakfast Club last year. Professor Griff called him out on his stuff. Dame called him out on his stuff. I mean, come on, man.
Tap dancer, man. Why don't you give him a fucking biscuit and just get it over with, man? And man, butter his biscuit up, man. Give it to him. I ain't never seen them tap dancing, I'm like, same thing. I know a film producer. Same thing. He went up to BET, and when he walked in the office, them fucking white girls, fucking white, he was like. Anyway, he was he heard about brothers, traveling, switching the game up, and he said, "Nah." I saw the money. I said, "Nah." I said, "Hey." They said my creation gonna get compromised. They gonna use that to fucking shit on fucking black men. I said, nah, it ain't gonna happen. He walked out the office. Nah, I ain't doing that shit. Nah.
Honestly, a lot of these films that you watch these days, they in a lot of subtle ways they shit on black men. Like it's either blatant or indirect. I was even watching a movie. Go ahead.
Speaking of black men, right? Speaking of black men, or men in general. You heard about this? They gonna cast this female as a 007 in the next James Bond. It's just a rumor.
Oh, I did not know that.
Anyway.
I know Taraji P. Henson got a movie out.
I didn't know the British, the people that created James Bond in England, they don't own the rights.
What?
I'm like, shit. So Hollywood got it. Some way the fucking Jews got it. I don't know how they did it, but they did it.
You know that there's a movie on TED called Bolden. It's after a legendary jazz artist, and you want to know who's behind the movie? One of the Rothschilds. So he's telling the story about he's giving an interpretation of the story about the legacy of a black man. It's being told by a Jew or a Jewish person.
You see the pattern now?
Of course, I've been noticed that paradigm. Of course.
Anyway, back to the female, right? The female that played in Captain Marvel.
Yeah, I've seen it.
And I ain't got no beef with her. She just acts, look, she get cast. Not the only this is if you don't get cast, you don't get paid. That's what these actors are. So they'll take any work they can. And they, I say, hey, wait a minute. And you notice all these fucking when these females take over these male dominant alpha male roles, they flop. I'll give you an example. Remember that Ghostbusters?
Of course.
Classic for. Hey, when they put the females in there, it just like, hey, it died on his ass. Died.
I mean, they had that movie Wonder Woman that came out. It seemed like they executed that pretty decently. See, I don't have an
Oh
issue.
yeah, I ain't got no problem with Wonder Woman, and, Black Widow. Look, there's certain roles, with, guys, could, they can do it. But, look.
But this is overcompensating at its finest, man. This is just a bunch of feminists overcompensating. Like you remember that old Michael Jordan commercial? Terry could do. I can do anything. You can do better. I can do anything better than you. That commercial. That's basically the mantra and the train of thought that they've just been following. All but they're just being more aggressive about it. On some real matriarchal stuff.
Don't believe that because I've seen it in the military, and the women ain't fucking hard like they say they are. I've seen women for just going on physical profiles,
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I can't perform that. Just breaking it. Hey, look, they can't do marches, long periods of times. They had a fucking they had a truck to pick them up, including guys too.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like, okay, she can't do the job as a man. It just, it ain't gonna happen. And in the mechanic shop, right? Yeah, we had a female in there in the shop, but she was a distraction.
Mm.
She wasn't attractive. She wasn't attractive. She was cute, but she was she wasn't like a top model. Like runway. Victoria's Secret type woman.
Mm-hmm.
And like clockwork, the fucking shop, the sergeant's head of the shop was fucking sleeping with her. But when we out in the field doing the field exercise,
Mm-hmm.
no females, all men. Because nothing wrong with females or anything like that. Nothing wrong with that.
Not at all.
They just can't do certain roles.
I mean, everybody gotta play their role, so to speak. So when you hear all these little females, these Tumblr feminists talk about, oh man, these gender roles, I'm like, man, there's a reason why these things exist, and there's always gonna be a structure and a chain of command.
Mm-hmm. They are not following if you believe in God, don't believe in God. I said they're not following God's natural order.
They're not following the order of the Creator. They're not.
They're not letting men lead.
Funny thing is.
And the funny is, these females think you got some females that leaders.
Yeah.
You want to see a strong female leader? You got to go back to you got to go back. Okay, to I would say low 1965.
I really think it's more of a Western mentality than it is a generational thing, honestly.
It all started with feminism. It all started with that.
Of course.
Tracing that back. We was all about civil rights. So we had our women. They was like, they didn't say nothing. They let the men go out and do the battles. They were along, they was doing support and all that type of stuff. But when they started joining the white women, that's not part of our agenda. That right there. So when the black women, right,
Mm-hmm.
when they fell for the government to take care of me scam, they said, hey, before you get this money, your boyfriend or your husband got to leave. Can't be in the household. And guess what? You start, hey, look, you know how things started eroding. After almost like 50 years now, it's like, uh-oh.
Damn, it sure has been about that long. Damn.
Yeah. It's been going on for like 50 years.
Yep.
Now it's
in full effect.
It's sort of like you're making a fire, right? Park. You keep working on it, keep feeding it, keep feeding it, keep feeding it. Now you got an inferno.
Yep. Hang on, I'll be right back, Ted.